In this week's video, we are going to Doubtful Sound. Now, you may remember from a couple of months ago that we have already visited Milford Sound in Fiordland National Park here in New Zealand. Now, while Doubtful Sound and Milford Sound are definitely similar, there are unique aspects to both of them. And hey, leave it to us to find another excuse to go into Fiordland National Park, and we're gonna go find those differences ourselves. No, but really, please come along with us on this journey today to Doubtful Sound, because trust me, it's gonna be a journey to get there. So let's go. Hello, good morning. Okay, this morning we woke up and it was like pouring rain and I was like, yes, 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 yes. Because today, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, we are going to Doubtful Sound and we're embarking on an overnight cruise and we're so excited. But the thing is with these fjords here in New Zealand, it's really the best to see them in the rain. The thing with Doubtful Sound is that it's a lot more of a mission to get to than Milford Sound. The drive is about the same length from Queenstown to Te Anau as well as Manapori, which is where we're going right now. But from Manapori, we have to get on a bus. There are no roads to Doubtful Sound, so we're gonna have to get on like a designated tour bus, and then we're gonna have to get on a ferry, I think, or a ferry and then a tour bus until we finally get on the boat. So it's gonna be absolutely amazing. We cannot wait. It is bright and early in the morning. The rain has let up, but we're gonna be praying for more later on in the day.
We feel like we've done this drive so many times because we've gone to Milford Sound now, heading towards the Catlins. One thing we always forget about is that there's nowhere to get groceries. Not that you need groceries for the boat, but if you want any snacks or anything, it's best to do that while you're in Queenstown, or give yourself enough time to stop in Te Anau.
So we've just checked into the visitor center. Right when you drive in, there is the day parking area, and we parked in the day parking, but we have to move our car to go to the overnight parking, which is just like down past the visitor center and up the hill. But it's so beautiful here. You really do feel far away from literally everything. We were almost saying it kind of feels like reminiscent of when we were in Vietnam for some reason. Just the mistiness, the beautiful water and the lush greenery. And this is why we were hoping for rain, is because the fjords really come alive in the rain. So I think it's gonna be a really good day. Let's move the car and then we'll board. Okay, she was very clear to say, go up the hill, not down the hill. Oh, look at this beautiful moody day. Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
What did you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
Nick ripped his sweater, y'all. He's not too pleased.
None too pleased.
He's none too pleased. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is take a ferry across the lake to get on a bus before we get onto our cruise. And already just here at the terminal and at the pier, it's a lot more calm and quiet than Milford Sound. Milford Sound is amazing, but it's just a lot more easily accessible than Doubtful Sound. So you have like a lot more tourists, and like, of course, we're tourists as well, but you just have more people around everywhere. Lots of boats leaving like all at the same time, like different companies, this, that, whatever, like really busy. And Doubtful Sound's not like that at all. I feel like I'm even talking a little bit too loud right now. But it's beautiful. Look here behind me. It is absolutely stunning. I already feel so calm. I love being on the water. Talk about it all the time in these videos. And this already feels really grounding. So yeah, we're gonna take a ferry and then we'll see what's next.
What I can do is if I can help.
Hey, we're boarding our boat.
It's about a 50-minute drive across Lake Manapori to get to the next stop. They were like, oh, we count 28. Okay, we're good to go. So it's only 28 of us, including us, which doesn't seem too bad to me. Got all of our clothes with us, pajamas. I'm really excited.
I must say though, if I'm being completely honest, this ferry's a little bit turbulent. So if you get seasick, I would recommend to bring some medication. It is very like rocks you around. It's almost like you're on a boat. And just like that, we have arrived at the visitor center here in the middle of nowhere, as far as I understand. This is the kind of the last spot that we will be able to use some facilities, just kind of get our shit together before we get onto this bus. It is raining. I got what I asked for, so the rain jackets are going on.
We made it to the Manipuri Hydro Station Visitor Center. It's not really a lot here besides the bus.
Best time to see Fiordland. Might be a bit wet for the dolphins, but my name's Tony. Obviously, I'm going to get us across a beautiful Wilmot Pass. Just a few things before we get started. Could you please refrain from squashing sandflies on my windows? If anything stupid should happen on the way over the pass. Most important thing is don't panic. I've had extensive training in panicking. I consider myself an expert at it, so leave that to me. Now look, this is a good road to drive, albeit sometimes it can be just a bit demanding. So if I happen to go a little bit quiet up here, it does not mean we are in any trouble at all. It just means I'm probably having to do a little bit more to keep us all safe, which of course is my primary function.
So our first stop is here at the Spey Valley. Our bus driver is probably our new favorite person in the entire world. He is so good. It is so gloomy and beautiful, and the views are crazy here. We're actually driving on the most expensive road in all of New Zealand. It's a 21-kilometer road, I believe. It was something like 21 kilometers, and back in the day when they built it, it was $3 a centimeter to build. They think that with inflation, that's about $55 per centimeter. So we feel pretty bougie right now. But no, it really is so beautiful here. Check this out. Oh, look at our little room. And we're in number 10, which is Nick's favorite number.
Welcome to our room. It's just these little single beds, a little cabinet in between, and a porthole. But it's quite nice in here, actually.
Have you ever slept on a boat before?
I have. We used to go like boating and camping up on this lake. I think I had slept out on the boat with a girl.
With a girl?
Yeah, we snuck out there to be alone.
I can't believe I'm not even the first girl you've slept on a boat with. This is my first boat experience. And my first on a boat with a man experience. It's ruined. It's all ruined.
Yeah, but like, do you really want like a virgin boat guy?
You better woo me.
So after bringing our stuff down to our cabin, we were called upstairs for some afternoon tea. When you book your tour here, you have different food options. So for us, Rachel's vegan. I eat mostly plant-based, so we told them that beforehand. And for the vegan option, if you just come up to the chef's counter, they will have some kind of a vegan option available, which is absolutely great. They're super accommodating for all dietary options. So if you have any of your own, just let them know in advance, and I'm sure they'll make that happen. It is time that we get outside and enjoy all of this insane beauty. Look at this. It doesn't look real. It's like a painting. What the fuck? So they explained to us over the speakers that a lot of these waterfalls, such as the one behind me, aren't permanent waterfalls. They're temporary waterfalls from the rainfall in the area. Thankfully, we had a lot of rain yesterday, so we get these beautiful waterfalls, but there are some more permanent waterfalls that are much, much larger. It's a perfect example of why we wanted it to rain. Very, very cool. Doubtful Sound stretches approximately 40 kilometers inland from the Tasman Sea. Much like Milford Sound, both of these sounds are actually fjords. And much like Milford Sound, it is surrounded by all of these gorgeous mountains, cliffs, and waterfalls.
So we just got our safety briefing and we're about to go for a kayak. Now the camera's not going to be coming with us in case I am the one very rare person that capsizes. But we may bring our phones along too. I mean, there's also an option, a potential option to jump in the water if the conditions don't change. So we'll see if that happens. I mean, it is not warm. If you can tell by how I'm dressed, it is not warm, but let's go for a paddle.
So we were just informed that the Doubtful Sound swimming pool is now open. So let's go.
Okay, here we go to jump in. Oh no, no, no.
You can do it.
Oh, I feel like I'm so scared of it being cold. Let's go! So cold.
Vegan option up on the bar, so come grab that.
They ask you at the beginning what option you'd like, and then they serve up the options at the bar, and then if that's what you ordered, you go up and pick it up. First was the venison, then was chicken, salmon, vegan option, and you just go up and grab it.
Okay, so dinner was amazing. I wasn't expecting a tofu dish. I feel like normally when you get a vegan option, it's not always like tofu, it's kind of pasta or something like that. So that was a really nice surprise. There actually weren't enough booths for every single couple here or every single family here to have their own table to themselves. So Nick and I, of course, after jumping into the water and then coming upstairs, we were the last couple to come upstairs, and we didn't have anywhere to sit. So a really nice couple from New York actually invited us over to sit down with them. And we just ended up chatting the entire night away, I feel like. Like, it is already nighttime now. And we just had so much fun at dinner, drinking wine and eating our delicious food. And like I said, just yapping the night away. It was so much fun. Good night. Okay, good morning. It is bright and early. It is 6:29 and breakfast starts at 6:30. They so kindly reminded us last night that this is an experience, not a vacation. Breakfast is bright and early because we do have some exploring to do this morning on the Sound. It's going to be a beautiful day, surely. I don't know. I can't check the weather app. I don't know if we mentioned that. There's no service out here. No phone service. But it just makes it that much like nicer. You really just feel like you are on this like amazing experience. Maybe it's just us that are like so deeply in love with it, but this to me is like the best thing ever. I love being on the water, peacefulness, serenity, and honestly, we do like waking up early, so breakfast is nearly served, and it's time for a coffee. Okay, so every morning, Nick and I usually do the Wordle, the New York Times connections, and lately we've been doing the crossword together, like whenever we have a day off together. And obviously, all of those are on the New York Times website, so we do it on service, and we don't have phone service here, as I literally was just telling you. So this is the closest thing I could find to the crossword. Challenging travel puzzles. Let me just do a little puzzle. Problems to broaden your mind wherever you are. My mind is definitely not working yet, but... So I'm actually extremely impressed by how they get everybody up at this time. It's so early and we're all outside waiting kind of for the sun to fully come up. There's kind of like the gentle colors of the sunrise behind us around the moon. It is really spectacular. Maybe I'm a cruise gal. You know? Maybe I am. I've never been on a cruise. I mean, like, I've been on loads of day cruises, ferries, and whatever. This is my first overnight sleeping on a boat ever. Maybe sign me up for a cruise because I am loving this. How stunning is this?
So we're coming out of First Sound, which is where we spent the night last night.
So this morning, while Rachel was inside getting a tea, she heard an announcement for dolphins at the bow of the boat. Well, I was actually the one that spotted the dolphins. I was standing in the bow, just like staring down at the water because I thought I maybe saw something. And then after just like staring at the water for 10 seconds, I did see a little dolphin like crest, and it crested like a few more times, hold it in. I was like, whoa, shit, like right when I saw it. Quite a few of us saw it, but there were some people that missed it.
Good news from the galley. If everyone feels a little bit hungry or want some sweets, we have a morning tea for you in the lobby.
Fortunately, Rachel had the camera, so we couldn't catch it on camera, but I mean, you've seen a dolphin. You know what a dolphin looks like.
And they sound like this. So speaking of dolphins, which I missed, damn it, that is literally my bucket list item. The fjord is home to actually many types of animals, and on these cruises you have a chance of seeing dolphins, penguins, that would be amazing, and obviously a range of bird species. There are so many different birds here in New Zealand. Oh, and the endangered Fiordland crested penguin. A little bit more rare, but sometimes humpback whales end up in this fjord because here it's a mix between freshwater and saltwater from the Tasman Sea. And that's also why the water is so dark, because all the fresh water that comes down picks up a lot of the sediment, I think that's what they were telling us. But it was actually really interesting when we were kayaking yesterday. The water, like when you look down, it's like black. And with that, y'all, our trip has come to a close. We are pulling back into the wharf right now. So we're gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was like probably my favorite thing that we've done in New Zealand so far, so I'm really happy that you came along with us, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.